what is your name and how old are you?
My name is Frank Totz, T-O-T-Z, and I will be, I was 89 in February.
My name is Margaret Tangway. Everybody calls me Maggie, but I'm Maggie. And I am 96 years old. I'll be 97 in October. October 6th. Birthdays, cards, I welcome cards.
What is love?
What is love? That's a 4-letter word.
Love is wonderful. If you get a chance to do it, do it. And you keep it all your life, right? Love. Love is being with someone.
Love means never having to say you're sorry, I guess. I've heard that somewhere in a movie, I think.
What does love feel like?
Feels, again, it's very comfortable, really, to have somebody around that you can hug anytime you want to, you know, and especially at night, and on cold nights, you know, you snuggle, and I love to snuggle. I used to snuggle. I don't snuggle anymore. I use the heating pad.
What does love feel like? Comfortable. Comfortable and happy and just a good feeling. I hope I'm saying the right thing.
How do you know you're in love?
How do you know you're in love? Rose-colored glasses, you know, if you love everybody, the world is fine, there's no problems anywhere. Oh, there are other problems, but they don't bother you. You're in love, so that's it. That's wonderful.
Well, I guess you feel very happy.
Okay. Have you been in love or are in love?
Have I been in love?
Yes.
Oh, I've been in love since I was married in 1951. I married my high school sweetheart.
Yes, I have been in love, right, with one person.
We met in high school when she was a sophomore and I was a junior. We dated through high school, and I graduated in 1948, and we were married in 1951.
Wow.
So that will be 68 years next month.
Yes, we both went to school here in Lebanon, and I graduated and went on to college, and he dropped out of school and went into the Navy. So this was WW2, the big one, you know.
Yeah.
So I graduated and went on to college, and then I went into nurses training. And Gene just dropped out of college and joined the Navy, and he was stationed in San Diego. And then he went to a place, and he says, you probably never heard of it, but it's called Pearl Harbor. And he says, I'm over there now. And then was that horrible day on December 7th, 1941, when Pearl Harbor was bombed. And he was there aboard ship, but he was okay. He made it all right. I didn't hear from him for 7 weeks. We were still, I was in love with him, but I hadn't convinced him of the same thing yet. So we were just very good friends, so it was a while. So all through the wars, we kept in touch with each other, you know. And so I went in training, and then after pretty close to the war, I graduated, and Dad decided to go into the Navy as a Navy nurse.
Yep.
So I did that, and of course he got out of the Navy then. So I was in the Navy, and he was home. I used to come home and see him, you know, the opposite way. So that's the way it went right here. And from then on, it's been wonderful.
What would be your best memory with your wife?
Best memories with my wife?
Yep.
Oh, have to be our 3 children being born. We have 3 children, 2 girls and a boy. And they're almost senior citizens now themselves. Hard to believe, but those were the wonderful memories. Of course, the marriage itself, in those days, marriages were different than now. We went on a short auto trip, and after the ceremony, we went and had formal pictures taken of the wedding party. And I can remember we had a wedding reception in a nice restaurant, and it was June 2nd, and it was hot and humid, and of course there was no air conditioning in those days. And it was a hot, hot day, but we had a good time. And we drove to Washington, D.C., and then down to Richmond, Virginia, bought a ham and came home.
Again, togetherness, maybe that's the word I'm using a lot of, but it's being together, doing things we like to do. If he got transferred in his job, I was very willing to go with the children, and we packed up and went, and that's the word, togetherness.
Does love change who you are?
Love change who you are? I don't think so. I think you are who you are from the day you were born. I don't think it really changes you.
I think it has to almost, yeah. Maybe you were before an individual, but then you became together, so things changed. Maybe you don't realize it, but things change for both of you.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah, and again, people say, and I guess it's true, I have to ask Frank about that. People begin to say you look alike,
Yeah.
the two of you.
What would be the perfect day with the person you love?
The perfect day
Yep.
with the person I love.
Now, he's been gone a good 20 years. He's still in my heart.
Of course, yeah.
And we had wonderful days together. So life went on for me.
Yep.
I decided that, there's still life.
Yeah.
So I sort of had to make myself a new life. Being a nurse, I turned to nursing more and gave it, and 3 children, 3 grandchildren, and 4 great-grandchildren kind of kept me busy too.
Yeah.
Well, years ago, I would say traveling and visiting special places, but we're sort of slowed down right now, so a good special day today is just playing cards and having a homemade sundae afterwards, or a root beer float.
Again, married, making plans to go on a tour or a trip or something, and we had a camp at the Lake Mascoma here that we used to spend summers at. His business would take him out of, in different parts of the country, and when possible, I would go with him, and we had a lot together. There we go, together.
And what is the best advice that you can give on love?
The best advice I can give on love.
About love,
Yep.
be honest with each other.
Don't forget special dates like anniversaries and birthdays.
And love is, again, love each other as a friend and as a mate, and be good to those around you too, right? There's other people around. The world is still there, so you have to kind of make your way with it too.
But being thoughtful, helpful, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent. That's the Boy Scout motto. You didn't expect me to say that, right?
I did.